All right, let's make a start. We have this listening test, and we are going to solve it all together. There are 4 sections, and we will solve all these sections one by one. And remember, level of difficulty will increase. Like when we start from question number 1, section 1, it's going to be very simple and straightforward. As we proceed to section 2, then section 3, and finally section 4. Because section 1 is for basic English, section 2 is for intermediate English, section 3 is for upper intermediate, and section 4 is for advanced English. One thing. Second, in IELTS listening, there are 2 types of conversations. One is educational and one is social. For example, we have listening part 1 and part 2. So listening part 1 and part 2, they are actually social. And listening part 3 and part 4, they are educational. So you will see a lecture in part 4. In part 3, you will see 2 students are discussing about their presentation and all that. Okay, now we start. We have section number 1, complete the notes below. Write one word and or a number. And this is a very common question type. Complete the notes below, one word and or a number. Mostly they give you one word and or a number in part 1 in the usual tests. And if the test is unusual, then there may be multiple choice questions in part 1. But 95% chances are that you will get one word and or a number in part 1. There will be a dialogue on any social thing. For example, moving to Banford City. Now you understand someone is going to shift. For example, if I say moving to Islamabad City, now you understand someone is going to move from Lahore to Islamabad and all the conversations that we have and all that. So this title is very important. This title will help you understand the nature of the audio, the nature of the dialogue. And more you understand the nature of the audio and the dialogue, you can answer the questions easily. Then there is an example. In the past, they used to play the example audio and then they used to say answer is Dalton. It has been written in the space. Now we should begin. And that would give enough time to the students to read more questions. And I highlighted in many of my videos that when they play this example audio, don't pay attention, read all the questions, and now they have removed it. So I'm very careful when I give the tips. Sometimes they get my tips also, and then they change the pattern. Anyways, next they say accommodation. Now I want you to switch on your imagination about accommodation. Accommodation is place to live, right? So they say average rent. Now, I mean, they play with these words, okay? When they use the word average rent, what does it mean? For average rent, they may tell you minimum rent, they may tell you maximum rent, and they may tell you usual rent. For example, usually it costs 10 pounds, but sometimes it may be 7 or 8, and during the peak time, it'll be 15. Now, peak time 15, sometimes 7 or 8, and usual rent. So you need to understand that. In IELTS listening, they always give you a jolt. They always give you a jerk to check your ability, whether you understand English or not. That is why IELTS is the most popular English language testing system throughout the world. Right? There are many competitors now, and they are trying to beat IELTS, but IELTS is IELTS, you know, father is father. Okay, son cannot become like father. But anyways, now let's see average rent. Question number 1, pound sign is already there. You will not write currency sign. Okay, pound sign is there, and then they've written a month. Now let's play the audio and we see what is the answer.
Hello, Linda speaking.
Oh, hi, Linda. This is Matt Brooks. Alex White gave me your number. He said you'd be able to give me some advice about moving to Banford.
Yes, Alex did mention you. How can I help?
Well, first of all, which area to live in?
Well, I live in Dalton, which is a really nice suburb. Not too expensive, and there's a nice park.
Sounds good. Do you know how much it would be to rent a 2-bedroom flat there?
Yeah, you should be able to get something reasonable for £850 per month. That's what people typically pay. You certainly wouldn't want to pay more than £900. That doesn't include bills or anything.
No, that sounds all right. I'll definitely have a look there.
Okay, so that's what people typically pay. How much is that? 850. And then she talked about 900 as well. So 850 is the right answer. Okay, this audio is slowed a little only. Right? I found it as it is. So it's a bit slowed. In actual exam, it's going to be normal speed. They will not have faster audio, but normal. Now, transport. Linda travels to work by dash. Simple. Mode of transportation. Linda travels to work by car, by bus, by train. Not by aeroplane, because Linda is not Bill Gates. Okay. So you cannot say by helicopter. So Linda traveled to work. How does she travel to work? By metro. Metro and all that. So please listen and answer. And again, she will confuse you. Although I have a car, but I prefer to travel by bus. Answer is bus. Car is a trap. So they always give you a trap like that.
Are the transport links easy from where you live?
Well, I'm very lucky. I work in the city centre, so I don't have to use public transport. I go by bike.
Oh, I wish I could do that. Is it safe to cycle around the city?
Yes, it's fine. And it keeps me fit.
Okay, by bike. So answer is bike with the correct spelling. If your spelling is wrong, your answer is wrong. Okay, good job. Question number 3, limited dash in city center. Now listen, whatever is written before the blank, they will paraphrase it. They will use synonym of that. Okay, for example, limited people in city center. For example, answer is people. So in the audio, they'll say, there are hardly any people in the city center. Hardly any means limited. All right. So let's see, what do they say after the synonym of limited, and that will be your answer.
Anyway, driving to work in the city centre would be a nightmare because there's hardly any parking.
There is hardly any parking. So limited and hardly any, they are synonyms. IELTS listening part 1 and part 2, they are the game of synonyms. So if you know more of them, and you will learn them. For example, the word limited, you will find it again somewhere in reading test or in listening test. Question number 4, trains to London every dash minutes. Trains to London every dash minute means every 20 minutes, every 30. It's the frequency of trains. For example, if I say trains to Islamabad every 1 hour. Every 1 hour means after 1 hour the train will leave. Okay. So you need to listen, and they will give you a couple of options to confuse you. But your answer is trains to London every. And for that they can say they run every 15 minutes. They run every 15 minutes means answer is 15, and minutes is already written. And whenever there is a number, try to write number in digits. It's simple. Otherwise, sometimes you get confused between the spelling of 14 and 40. Okay, so if you have the wrong spelling, your answer will be wrong. It's better to write digits. Let's see.
And the traffic during the rush hour can be bad.
I'd be working from home, but I'd have to go to London 1 or 2 days a week.
Oh, that's perfect. Getting to London is no problem. There's a fast train every 30 minutes, which only takes 45 minutes.
That's good.
Okay, there is a fast train every 30 minutes, which takes 45 minutes. What is the answer? 45. Thank you. No one is there to support me. See, when I say the wrong answer as right answer, the one who has written wrong answer, he's very excited. Yes, sir, 45 minutes. I wrote 45 minutes. Listen, there is a train every 30 minutes, which takes 45 minutes. 45 minutes is the duration to reach London, but the frequency of train is 30 minutes. You understand now? Okay, it's just like they're showing you this hand and you are being said they hit you with this hand. Okay, so be careful with that. They always do it like this. Let's go on. Poor train service at. Now it can be the time of the day when the train service, poor train service, what does it mean? Poor train service means it is slow, right? Or the frequency of trains that is less. So poor train service at, for example, poor train service at midnight. At midnight. We cannot say at morning, because for morning we use in the morning. So this is what we call collocations. I mean, you can see which word is going to fix here grammatically. So let's see, when do they have poor train service?
Yeah, the train service isn't bad during the week, and they run quite late at night. It's weekends that are a problem. They're always doing engineering work, and you have to take a bus to Haddam and pick up the train there.
Okay, weekends. During the week, no problem. During the weekends, they have the problem. Please follow.
Yeah, the train service isn't bad during the week.
The train service isn't bad during the week. Now that is not your answer.
And they run quite late at night. It's weekends that are a problem.
Okay, it's weekend that there are problems. Poor train service, weekends that there are problems. Problems and poor train service. So answer is weekend singular or weekends plural, both are correct. Yeah? I know, but it's naturally like this with me. I'm playing it at normal speed, right? Yeah. Okay, let's go on. Next we've got question number 6. Advantages of living in Benford. Benford is the name of the city. What are the advantages? New dash opened recently. Now new something, new. Okay, focus the word new, brand new, inaugurated, recently opened, just opened, anything like that.
There are some nice restaurants in the city centre and a brand new cinema, which has only been open a couple of months.
Okay, cinema. And restaurants is a trap. There are restaurants, but she didn't say restaurants are new. And a brand new cinema. So correct answer is cinema. And the best way to improve your English pronunciation is IELTS listening. She did not say cinema. She said cinema. Cinema. So when you listen, try to imitate. This will improve your score in IELTS speaking module. Okay, dash has excellent reputation. Now there is something in a city which has excellent reputation. For actually excellent reputation, they may say it is the best in the city. It is the best in the country. It is the best in town, right? So let's see what is that.
The schools are good, and the hospital here is one of the best in the country.
Okay, the hospital here is one of the best in the country. What does it mean? Hospital has excellent reputation. And what is reputation? One of the best in the country. Okay, that is reputation. Let's go on. Question number 8. Good dash on Bridge Street. Now, for example, Bridge Street is a location. There is something good over there. For example, good cafe on Bridge Street, good restaurant. And for good, they will say, for example, if they say there is a nice there is a restaurant in the Bridge Street and it is very good. It is very good means good restaurant. They always talk like this.
Oh, I can give you the name of my dentist too in Bridge Street, if you're interested. I've been going to him for years, and I've never had any problems.
Oh, okay.
I've never had any problems. Problems with whom? With the dentist. Okay, I can give you the address of my dentist in Bridge Street, and I've never had any problems. I've never had any problems means good dentist on Bridge Street. You understand? It's not that it's written good dash on Bridge Street and in the audio they say there is a good dentist and you write dentist. Okay, it's IELTS. You need to interpret and see the synonyms and all that. Meet Linda. The word is Linda, not Lunda. Okay. So meet Linda on, Linda also comes from Linda. I mean, whatever Linda wears, and yeah, then it comes back and all right. Meet Linda on dash after 5:30 p.m. Now it's going to be a day of the week. Meet Linda on Friday at 5:30 p.m. Now she may say, like, you can meet her on Thursday at 3:30 p.m. Will it be the answer? No, because we are interested in 5:30. Right? If you say, well, if you want to see her on Saturday, then you can go at 5:30 p.m. So answer is Saturday. Something like that, okay?
Thanks. That would be really helpful.
Are you planning to visit Banford soon?
Yes, my wife and I are both coming next week. We want to make some appointments with estate agents.
I could meet you if you like and show you around.
Are you sure? We'd really appreciate that.
Either Tuesday or Thursday is good for me, after 5:30.
Thursday's preferable. Tuesday, I need to get home before 6 p.m.
Okay, so he's afraid of his wife. Tuesday, I need to get home before 6 p.m. Yeah. All right, so answer is Thursday. Well done. Now see that Tuesday was a trap. Again, I'm telling you, they show you this and hit you with this one. So those who don't understand, they actually look at that. In the dash opposite the station. Now they are setting the meeting point. They will meet in the dash, and that is opposite the station. Now the location of the place where they are going to meet, that is opposite. For opposite, they can use the word across the station. Opposite the station, across the station, other side of the station, right? Across, opposite, other side, they are same. So let's see, where do they meet?
Let me know which train you're catching, and I'll meet you in the cafe outside. You can't miss it. It's opposite the station and next to the museum.
Okay. I'll meet you in the cafe. It's opposite the station and next to the museum. Now, those who do not understand, they will write museum and they'll be very happy. IELTS, no problem. I 10 by 10. Okay, so you need to understand. Got the point? With every right answer, there is a trap, and you need to avoid that trap, and then you'll be able to find the right answer. Okay, that's good.